All right. Welcome back. Unloading world. That's nice. Must be server. Yeah. Beautiful timing. Oof. Thought I checked that. Yeah. I figured it would. Which is why I had this ready. So, while we're waiting for the server to restart, um, it'll come up eventually. I want to take a look at some of the MES stuff and how they do things. Because we do plan on doing a Ronin MES eventually. He's got two of the same ship in here, which is weird. But basically, if we're going to do a Ronin Empire MES, um, probably not for this season, because it's going to take a while to even set up, and we've got to build ships and yada yada yada. But we're going to take a look at that maybe later today or tomorrow and see if we can't figure something out with it. Because I have pretty much everything set up file-wise. Ooh, shit. I don't know why I'm tired all of a sudden. But we gotta figure out what the Ronin MES should be. Because, like, the Ronin colors are like the red, orange, teal, and black. That was very loud. So I guess trying to incorporate those into like a color scheme and palette for the different ships. Because, you know, the Reavers have like the demented looking ships, Orcs are all kind of nasty looking, Ember and Parallax have kind of like the professional looking ships. Um, Ronin, I mean, between me, Aizen, Nari, and Nakor, we got four completely different build styles. Like, mine, Nari is a lot of futuristic designs as well. Aizen has his. And then Nakor's. I mean, it's more of a. You got multiple build styles, so it's going to be weird to get a single kind of concept for everything. I think we'll figure it out. As long as we have the right color schemes, I don't think it'll be too big of a deal. Should probably watch my hydrogen. Do we have ice, actually? We have no ice. Okay, love that. There was ice somewhere. There. Eh. What is on? Is it this thing? Yes. Okay. There. Beautiful. I also did some stuff off stream. Couple things. Nothing huge. But I made a new heli. Or, well, a new small Explorer. Because, you know, we don't talk about what happened to the last one. Um, this is it. This is the Mayfly. Kind of trying something different, different build style type of thing. Because normally mine are all kind of bulky, right? So I always have the cab in the front, um, where Eisen usually like tucks his underneath, which this one I think was actually one of his few that he's done it this way. Normally his is like underneath in the front. Nari's are usually back a little farther. Mine are always in the front. Same with Nakor, actually. But mine always usually end up bulky, because I pretty much armor everything and make sure everything's covered. Where this one, I kind of just said, screw it, and placed a bunch of things around. Did a couple accent stuff that have really no functionality. Thrusters are pretty much in the open. Ore detector. This whole back end. Thought it looked cool. Try it out. It has no guns or anything. It has one cargo container, and that's it. But it's got thrust for days. So, not too bad. I like it. And then I also did this. We got the basics of our, well, basics, quote unquote, because this could be ripped up and replaced at any point. It was more just to get an idea of what we're gonna do. Me and Eisen were talking earlier today, kind of like the little concepts of the base we're gonna have. So I think what we're gonna end up doing is making this top section kind of like the living quarters, and then our solar and wind, of course. And then access to the galleon. But it's also going to be kind of like the anchor point for the rest of the base. Because the rest is going to somehow, I haven't decided how yet. The guys can help me with that. But having basically the rest of the base hang off the side of the cliff, and having different rooms, buildings, yada yada for different stuff. So you have like production, or even just refining, one assembling, medical, and then cargo, and then having a deck for all of our little small fighters, all that kind of stuff. We don't want to dig into the voxels, just to save time. And there's not much design concept to that compared to building the entire thing outside the cliff. Plus, we've never really done like a base off the side of a cliff before. So it'll be a cool concept to try and figure out. But I think first things first, we have to see what we are low on. Gold, that's not too bad. Uranium, we can't really get. Silver, we're probably gonna need. Which I think there's silver somewhere. I know Eisen was mining it. You have an ore detector. I can't remember if we ever put one on. find out. 6, 9. He does have one. Okay, cool. Because we need to find gold. I know Eisen was mining one, and he said it was pretty deep down. I am? I guess I could at this point. Honestly, I was keeping it on chatting because I was expecting the game to crash. It has crashed on us about 3 or 4 times already. Within... well, earlier today when we were playing. But it's been okay so far, so I think we're good. This is not the one he was digging at, but I don't know what one he was digging at. So this is the one I'm going to dig at. I think it'll be fine. I probably should have checked to see if those reactors ever got built. Not like we're gonna use them a whole hell of a lot, but it would be nice to have them made anyway. Because at the moment, we can't get uranium steadily, so... and without being able to go to space, makes it kind of difficult to get it.
Howdy.
Hi.
How's it going?
Yeah. Digging for gold. Bring it back to California times.
Why?
Huh?
Why are we digging for gold?
I noticed we were low on it and figured, why not?
Okay.
Superconductors, mainly. That was what came to my brain anyway.
I guess for refill stations.
Refill stations, I know some of the guns use them.
Yeah, plasma coils, I guess.
Yeah. But I did not check to see if that other reactor was running, or even fully built.
The ones in the galleon?
Yeah.
They were both fully built before we left.
Oh.
I think we just had them turned off. Until you started flying. I don't know if we have any uranium left after.
I believe we do. Let me turn the ejectors on. Because gold would be nice to have. How are you doing? Alright.
Alright. So, nearly destroyed my ship last night.
I see that. It's kind of angled.
Yep.
Fall over.
Just about. Went to attach the the projector to the front so I could line up the armor pieces while I worked on the inside. Was not quite in the search bar for projector, so I hit P and unlocked the landing gear, and it started to fall over.
Yeah.
So
That'll do it.
Am I out of energy already in this thing? I thought those little cores would last longer on...
Me and Eisen were on earlier, and Eisen was on earlier than that.
Yeah, but there's literally nothing on this ship.
No.
It had a landing gear, a small battery, and a projector, which is off. Should be off. Did I accidentally leave it on? No, the projector's off. So there's literally nothing drawing power on it.
Huh.
Well,
Bit odd.
yeah. Guess I'll put on a new one. So, I mean,
Core your ship.
going on with it.
It's all over the place.
Too much power now because of the greater atmosphere?
Possibly. Got a little more get up than I remember.
What the hell is this monstrosity? You know, we have actual blocks for small connectors now. You don't have to build a clang drive. We're already to this planet.
Yeah, no. The block for small connectors, it sits up too high. The plane sits up too high.
Yeah. Nice looking plane, though.
I wanted to try something different, and I saw the Keen's Dragonfly, their new one.
The one they put out with the Flatmos, or did they make another new one?
Might have been with the Flatmos. It's like the little one-man helicopter-looking one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put that out with the Flatmo update.
Right. I saw that, and I was like, I wonder if I can kind of redo that in our style. So the basic concept is the same, but a lot more added to it.
And it's vanilla friendly. And what you got for battery, oh, you got energy cells in there.
I have a vanilla option.
So
It does fly with just vanilla parts.
really 4 thrusters?
So, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thrusters.
Yeah, 4 forward, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4 reverse. And then the sides were like 4 of the small Atmo.
Flatmos, yeah.
Yeah, Flatmos. I think that should be good for now. We'll get one more. Because we're not going to be building superconductors left and right.
Yeah. You did, however, forget to name it.
Is that one not named? Oh, no,
Nope.
because I printed it on the ship's printer. That's why. I will do that. And then, I was telling Chad, me and Eisen were kind of thinking up base concepts. Kind of came up with the idea of having the... Oh god, I gotta get out of here. So having like the living quarters, so the bedrooms, living spaces, up at the top there. And then the other ones kind of hanging off the edge, going down the side of the cliff. So where those would be on the cliff wall. So like refining, assembling,
Oh, okay.
stuff like that. Dockings for the ships, if they're not going to be on the galleon, or if we want to put them on the base itself. And then kind of making a dedicated spot for the galleon itself.
We're moving it?
No. Just prettying it up more than.
So, you know what we really do need now that our hydrogen tank has been repaired?
Ice.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my next thing. Let that get out of there. And I will rename this. I have to take another blueprint of it, too. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Because the blueprint I have is the vanilla version.
No.
Oh, okay. So you need a...
I need a server version. Huh? Hold on. Why does this have the razor blade name on it?
I don't know. Does it?
Definitely should not.
Let me look in your info. No, it says small grid. Did you accidentally take a picture of your gunship?
Maybe? Let me try that again. Up by itself. Small grid. There we go. That's better. And then we'll go into info, do the same thing. Oops. So everything else is, yeah, okay. Everything else is Mayfly. We're good. Oh, if you ever fly this thing, upside down and sideways is not an option unless you can full thrust out of it.
Okay. So no barrel rolls unless you're an expert pilot.
Or a couple K off the ground. I mean, it can roll really quick. Just it has like 4 flat modes for side thrust in each direction, and only 2 flat modes for if you're upside down.
So that is what I am planning on doing with this vehicle. Should be able to fly in any direction.
No matter the circumstance, huh?
Yep. Should be able to flip like a coin in the midair, because...
Would you like to be straightened back out?
I would love that, but I wasn't really going to worry about it that much, but... So...
More for just a just-in-case type thing.
Yeah. Alright, I got switch lock on my hotbar.
Have any thrusters on it yet?
Nope.
Okay.
The only thing I have is a seat and marking the paint job.
That's fair.
got me?
I should be able to grab there. I was just making sure I wasn't going to damage anything if I tried to grab you.
No, I cut off the top. I actually might need to add some blocks back in for you to
Okay. Ready
grip me. Oh, where you got me? Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. Unlocking.
A little bit heavy.
Yeah, she's mostly heavy armor. So. Oh, you broke my landing gear.
I did.
Let me weld that back up here real quick.
I thought I was closer to the ground than I actually was. I was like, yeah, this should be fine.
Okay, that's fixed up.
Is auto lock on by chance?
Yeah, it's still on auto lock.
Okay.
You are hovering over the control panel, though.
That's what it looks like.
There you go. That should be clear.
Cool.
Alright, and it locked. And it's straighter.
Better than it was.
Yep.
You're not chilling at a 45-degree angle.
Yep. That'll make it easier.
I gotta line my own ship back up. Beautiful. Oh, do you know what that blueprint was that you had for like the really efficient wind towers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still got it. It's a Wind Tower 84 by Spaceman Spiff.
That's what it was. Because I was looking up like efficient wind towers setups and all that, and nothing came up that looked like it. So, you'll see like a little catwalk thingy up here.
Mm-hmm.
Figured our new wind tower locations can be up here on the hill somewhere.
Okay. It's a 3x3 or 5x5 base.
Yeah.
So
That's fine.
I can. Do you want me to put it out here on the end? Do you want us to go up higher the hill? Or do you want me to put it right here and sink it into the ground?
I think we can make it like a little 3x3 platform for it. That wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah. So send it to you.
Yeah.
3x3 right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll work.
Now, I do know that the projector can stretch out far enough. What the hell? What happened to the fucking... There it is, okay. Oh, I didn't realize there was a arrow on the top. I've just seen the signs. Yeah. So, now the projector can stretch out far enough to place 3 of them side by side.
Oh, nice.
And 3 of them forward and back. So if we wanted a lot of them, we could put up a lot of them.
Now, is that projector going to be in the way of where you want to put it?
No, it goes right in the center.
Oh, so the projector is actually kind of part of it.
Well, you can cut it out. It's got enough support to do that. So, but I usually just leave it in there because
I mean,
then
it's part
if
of
it gets damaged, it can be...
Makes sense.
Be redone.
All right. So
We'll have to build a bob snake over here, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So.
Because I'm also trying to figure out how we would, inventory-wise, connect the galleon anyway. So I'm guessing like a connector out of the side of it.
Yeah, it's a 5x5 here. So.
Eisen, goddammit.
What? The one green light?
No, these turret emplacements are 2 blocks apart.
Oh. You can't center it out of them.
No. God damn it.
Just take off a gun.
Good.
I mean, it's not like we want the guns that are facing the base. So.
That's true.
Alright.
Well, because I have cargo access pretty much anywhere I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And this gun already has kind of a junction underneath it.
I think they all have junctions underneath them, don't they?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could just cut off. Well, this one doesn't look like a junction.
I think,
no, this is,
actually, I think he put C's underneath them.
Yeah, he did.
But I think this one with the missile launchers up top
is a junction. I think.
It might not be. No, it looks like it might be a C too.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So.
Damn it.
You are going to have to remove the gun then to.
Well, I can remove this one without having any issues, I believe.
Hmm?
Yeah. So if we take this one out and then make that a junction.
Okay. Well, there is a pink conveyor there. It does have a junction right above it, so yeah.
It's pink.
I have no idea.
Oh, you know what? That's probably part of the one of the other rooms.
Oh yeah, it's the
briefing
the
room,
Izzy
or
room.
the Izzy one, yeah. That's kind of funny. Okay. Yeah, and then we'll just put a we can either put a connector there.
Actually, yeah, we have a junction right above it, so you can just put a connector there.
Just like an inset connector.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then temporarily just so I can I'm out of steel plate. What?
What are you trying to... Oh, hold on here.
That's gonna weld.
Yeah, you just welded the ship to the base. I thought we were gonna just leave it on the merge blocks.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to weld it to it. So that would have to come out another 2.
I was just going to do it this way. Put a pipe there, and then go up and over the deck.
Oh,
out to the window.
Yeah, we can do that.
So.
Mine was more for kind of how the base would inventory-wise go with the galleon anyway.
Okay, so are we attaching this to the inventory, or is this the temporary bob snake?
Temporary bob snake for now. Then we can kind of turn it into the real one if we want to.
Well, I mean, we could pipe it up now and then run the cargo out from under this platform into a temporary bob snake.
Yeah,
You know,
that works.
set up a permanent connection. What color is that wood?
It's like a
Orange
cherry.
wood?
Yeah. Okay,
Oops.
pipes do not have... I don't have interior plate either.
You want it?
Pipe.
I've got...
Pipes don't have side mounting points, do they?
No, they do not. So it won't stick to the ship by accident.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this will, because I mounted it directly to the ship. So that we had a mounting point for it. So...
if it's sideways, it won't.
Right, if it's sideways, but then we need to have it from over here.
Yeah. So
So,
we can kind of run off of there. Is that lined up? Yeah.
yes.
So that should be fine. And then just do regular pipes.
Typed in pup.
And then...
You know what we could do?
Hmm?
So stick with me here.
I'll get my glue.
And this is just a temporary block. But if we did something like this, we could use the new pipes.
Oh yeah.
Like that on all four sides.
Make it look like it's an actual piping system.
Yeah, but we'd have to stop here, so it wouldn't go all the way across.
Well,
Unless we did it on the sides.
There is a version of those. Where do I have them? I know one of these bars has them. There we go.
Oops. There's a half pipe.
So you have those ones.
Yeah.
You can kind of stop them right there. Or on the next one.
Thing is, how are we going to make that look like it's
Being
going
used.
into... Yeah.
What does the...
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that in actual pipes. See how it looks.
Because there's also this one that you can kind of dead them into.
The junction?
Yeah.
But you're still seeing the problem of if we
Yeah, it
do
doesn't.
in pipes into it, then it's still a block that's not... Well, actually, if we put the pipe junction on top, it might. So, we did it... Let's see here. I'm going to run out of space again. There's a use large tube, that's why. Okay. So we put a pipe here. And I guess I need your gray.
Oh, that's just what I had.
That's fine. That's what you've done most of it in. And then we do pipes here. And here. And then do... Well, we can't do a junction there because the half block there is a full block. So we would need... let's see.
Well, you were thinking about doing it on top, right?
was thinking about doing it on all four sides, so that it was a big pipe and little pipes going across. That.
Mm.
You can't really see inside anyway, so the little pipe doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But if you put a junction box there... Oh, power. Hold on a sec.
Right above our heads.
Yeah. I guess we could just put pipes on the sides.
Yeah.
Have them...
What if we turn
Is there
this one? Yeah, from under there. Into that.
So...
And did something like that.
Yeah, and then just take off the ones on the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now you got kind of pipe network going, and then you have your connector and pipes going down the middle. So it looks like they're supporting it.
Actually, hold on a sec.
Those corners.
This corners might stick.
They might. If we need to get rid of them, we can.
Yeah, we might need to. Let me see if... Oh yeah, they stick. Because I can put a connector up there.
Fair enough.
So let's go ahead and remove those.
Yeah, we'll just get rid of those ones.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we could have pulled the inside out one, but...
Yeah, it would have been the same problem.
Yeah.
So, is there a pipe T-junction? There is not.
No. That four-way junction's about as best as you're getting.
Okay,
Or
maybe
that
the
90.
four-way junction. Well, no, I was thinking about... Oh no, those will stick. They won't actually stick there. They don't have a mounting point. Oh, and out of steel plates.
Not on the sides, they don't. I don't think.
So...
Oh yeah,
think they won't stick on the sides?
Yeah, they do.
The little end elbow junctions? No, they don't.
Oh, the elbows don't. No, only on the flats.
So I was thinking of something like this, and then you know, connect another set of pipes there.
I gotcha. Yeah, those I think actually do weld.
Let's see. Out of steel pipes again. Okay. Yeah, the sides stick. All sides stick.
Yep.
Looks really cool though. But guess we'll just have to
deal
do it the
with it.
old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
So.
Well, looks kind of cool.
And then
you can always plate the bottom if anything.
Yeah. Actually, how about like catwalks or scaffolding or something you can see through so that you can see the big pipe?
Yeah.
Energy low.
Rubber bit. Ooh, this one we can make Wonder how it would look though. Not sure. Like a hazard orange.
FF6700. No, it needs to stop at the pipe junctions, because otherwise it looks unsupported, and you can't place one over the gun. So
Yeah.
maybe a half catwalk there if you wanted it to extend out, but I think it should just extend out to here.
Yeah, I think where it's at is fine.
Yeah. And then
Give it.
and this is the main platform here.
As concept. Yeah.
I'll just run it straight back and up for now. And
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, because I still don't know how we're gonna get down to the other platforms either. Slash buildings.
Bob Pink for temporary buildings.
Yep. You're probably gonna have to put a bob like halfway there.
Probably. But I'll run it as far as I can without putting a bob in. And then I'll stick one where it stops welding and go from there.
Pretty much.
You put the railings on the outside.
I did.
So
You
this
can get
railing
rid of
is
it.
got to
Yeah.
go. I can get to it.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that's what freaks me out about the Izzy room. I like the colors, but I've been using Bob Pink as a temporary color since, you know, we're used to it going away.
Exactly. It is a little bigger.
Looks like that's the limit. Yeah, just at the limit. You can barely reach there.
Here's this last spot. Nice. There we go. Yeah, and then you'd probably want one almost right before.
Yeah, I was gonna put one right at the end. Oh, did I turn this one on? I probably did not.
Mhm. So, what? Ow.
There goes our power.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Just dead in the water.
Yep.
Um,
Are batteries still in recharge?
shouldn't be. No, they're on auto.
Okay.
Hell says we have 31 days. Infinite 31 days.
I wonder why it's not welding then. It's not that far, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, they should have a 14 block range. Maybe we're out of something with motors. So
Possible.
Bob is.
That's ingots. Let me go
No,
check
we've
the
got
user room.
2,000. We've got 2,000 motors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe just because of the fact that we are low on power, Bob thinks he can't.
I wonder if...
Or not low on power, low on power coming in.
Well, it's also trying to make grav components.
Oh. Shouldn't be doing that. When did we... The only time I think we've had grav components is when you made one for the fish tank.
Or reactor components, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes a little more sense.
I think we're out of silver. Yep.
We are.
That we are. If it's raining in-game and we have a collector on a ship, will we get ice or is it just for scenery? It is just scenery.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Sadly, the rain is not real water.
Nope.
Be a cool mod, though.
Would be. I wonder if there's
the
anything in
moisture.
the SE API to tell if direction a block is facing. I don't think
There's
I've
gotta be
seen any
there's
mods
gotta
that
be
do that.
something. Yeah, there has to be. On collectors especially, because they don't suck things in from the back. They only suck things in from the front.
Right, but that doesn't tell it like which
Well, I mean-
direction it's facing, up, down, left, or right. It just tells it if there's something in front of it.
I guess it has to have a front then at least, but
Yeah. I mean, you did the same
check
thing.
that to make sure Bob can see that, so I connected it.
That's what I did down here, but yeah, it's still not doing it. I wonder why.
I don't know. I don't know why Bob is not working.
Are the other bobs off?
No, they welded up to here. Up to this joint in the pipe right here.
Yeah. On. Wonder why not?
I don't know. Wait. These pipes are yellow. Did we forget to lock to the ship?
No, that's probably.
Yes. We
Yep,
forgot
yes,
to lock
we
to
did.
the ship. Alright. Is there an access port on the junction? No.
Nope. We have to
Go down a control panel.
Well, there is a thing right above it.
No, but if I throw a control panel on the subgrid, it's more easy to find it.
Crap.
What?
We have 5 inset connectors that aren't named.
Yes. Why can't I place them on the side of the connector? There we go.
Four
Oh,
regular
well, that didn't
connectors.
work.
Yeah, because we're kind of merged to it.
Yep.
You mind grinding
is
one of those down?
Oh, I was just gonna select all of the connectors and tell them all to lock.
No, yeah. Green.
These are... yes, these are green. And you play with that in mists of colors. Really
I
gets you
know
used to
this is this is very
Like
close to
yellow
like
or
a yellow. I had to shut my lights off just to be sure. I like the emissive colors.
Mm-hmm. Still not welding.
It's starting down here.
Oh. Okay.
Looks like it might work its way up.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, as long as it does, so.
Yeah,
Well,
it'll
that's-
get there eventually.
Okay. So.
Oh shit!
How many
How many what?
yawning already?
Dude,
So-
as soon as the stream started, I started yawning, and I don't know why. I was
So-
fine. I was sitting here, just getting stuff ready. Did the thumbnail real quick. Got the titles. I hit the stream button, and then it was like, it was a big yawn.
Instant disease, huh?
Yeah, like, this is stupid.
Now, are these wings solid heavy armor?
And yours?
Yeah.
I
So
think
that,
they were.
yes, they are. They're 3 blocks. Well, no, it's... yeah, 3
At
blocks
least
of
the outer
heavy
ones.
armor.
Jesus, this is gonna be heavy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pull out some of this heavy armor in the wings and put components in there.
Either that, or replace quite a few of them with those tail ones.
Yeah.
So, how should...
Oh, well, there's a gyro attached to that one. Where's it at?
Well, that's good.
There's another reactor in this thing? No. No reactors. Battery power. Whoops, that's going to knock off the gyros.
I can't say anything. I put 2 small reactors on that little helicopter.
Hmm. Oh, that's fine if you want to.
They're going to be absolutely pointless, but... How would this look?
So yeah, I'm planning on overloading this thing with gyros and thrust. The tail rotors.
Yeah.
So should be able to maneuver straight into a mountain, knowing my luck, because I'll probably overcorrect and then slam myself into the ground upside down.
I could
Break
see it.
myself in half.
Not something I would normally recommend, but, you know.
Yeah. But it makes for great cinema.
Right. It's great theater.
This is the outside, right? Are these... Yes, that's the outside. Okay. I was just making sure it wasn't 4 blocks thick. Alright.
Looks awfully square.
Weren't you gonna go get ice?
Oh, yeah. I was gonna do that. Considering Eisenschiffer's the only one with hydrogen at the moment.
Hmm?
Yeah, he kind of
Oh,
siphoned
yeah.
the ship by accident.
Yeah. Another gyroscope.
Well, the only place there's ice at the moment is right underneath the base. Do you know of any other spots with it?
No. I mean, I think there's some out here on the plains, but not looked.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Ice, magnesium, silicon.
Okay. I thought we had passed over some, but... Okay, so apparently this thing did have gyros on it, so maybe the fact that it was tilted caused the gyros to keep trying to
Straighten it.
up and drain the battery.
That's quite possible.
Howdy.
Howdy, howdy.
There's a guy
There, we finally did some of the movies I've been saying we needed to do.
that you've never seen before.
Oh, that
Your
I've
family
seen. Yeah.
has not seen.
We did Holy Grail, and then we did Aliens.
Well, that is a very interesting movie night.
Yeah, yeah, you go from laughing to intense action.
Right?
Yep.
Obviously, the director's cut of Aliens, so it has all the deleted scenes.
Commentary.
I think it's so much better. No, not commentary.
Oh.
Scenes that explain a whole lot more. I really wish they had included that in the original theatrical. I think it would have been even better. Not that it did poorly.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, I think that's one of the few franchises that has done very, very well for itself with how weird its plotline is.
Well, Alien and Aliens had fine plot lines. Well, okay, Alien annoyed me with how stupid everybody was to the point where I don't even own it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Aliens. Oh, it wasn't the plot that was stupid, it was the people.
Same difference.
Oh, I could use a level 3 grinder on these heavy armor blocks.
So what y'all up to?
Probably get one. Getting ice.
Well, actually, well, yeah, we should have some platinum.
And then Nari put his really, really efficient wind tower blueprint up the hill, so that way we can
And
get some of those moved over.
Does that actually work with
Hello.
full efficiency?
Yeah.
It does. It's very
That's
weird,
not-
and that's why I
not
was...
the way it reads. But I guess
It-
that's the way it works.
It could also be
Yeah.
its location. So
Well, so these wind towers, the way it reads, should interfere with each other.
right, but they don't.
No, because you've got 5 block space around this one. It's all
Yeah, they're actually spaced properly to where they're not in line with each other.
Yeah.
But the way they have their descriptions for their spacing, it's not supposed to be a straight line. It's supposed to be an area around it, right? That's clear. That's the way they word it.
Yeah, it's
But-
more like guidelines.
Into. Yeah, I see what you're
But
talking about, but
If it works, it works.
it does work.
I will be interested to see what their output looks like. It might be one of those where it's, yeah, sure, I'm not getting 100%, I'm getting 90%, but this is so much more dense that it makes it worth it.
Yeah. I know it works pretty well because it was basically the same concept that we put on the large rover.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they don't have a direct shot at another block, they seem to work pretty well.
Well, Nari, Phonic and I did some ordnance testing earlier,
Oh,
and the laser repeaters are extremely ammo efficient. One
To
lens,
the point of being ridiculous.
yeah, one lens is 1,200 rounds,
wow.
and it doesn't fire particularly fast.
No, but they are
It's-
heavy shots. So
It's about like an autocannon, I want to say.
I
Not
am
assault, but an
wondering
autocannon.
how much damage each shot does.
And the Sauvagine, it's supposed to be French, missile launchers are... It's a very fun spectacle to behold. I am not sure how useful they will be because it seems like it would wipe out whatever grid you point that at,
Mm-hmm.
but
Very much the case. Yeah, because it shoots like a volley of 6 each at a time.
Well, that makes me very happy because this croissant is supposed to have laser weapons on it. So.
well, the laser repeaters are large grid, so you may have to large gridify it.
Oh,
Did you say croissant?
yeah.
He did.
Yep, and it kind of is.
That's their nickname. The Necron croissant.
That is the shape they are in.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what a night scythe looks like, right?
He does not.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. Well, it looks like this. This is actually a very good representation of it.
So do all Necron factions use it, or is it particular to one dynasty?
All Necron factions use it.
That's
So the dynasties don't have any relationship to the vehicles. So they have, they work on flayed ones or immortals or destroyers. So there's no Necron dynasty that incorporates vehicles really. So
I gotcha.
but there might be one that gives you cheaper ghost arcs, but nothing for the night scythes. The night scythes are a general fighter that anybody can use. So
I knew about the destroyers with like the, what is it, a scorpion or something?
Scorponok destroyer, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
that word.
Yes, those are words that exist.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they tell me.
Yep.
Not sure, not sure what they mean, but those are indeed words that exist.
It's what they try to tell me.
My wife across the room. Words. Yep.
Yep. Uh-huh. Darling.
They don't do shows like that anymore.
Nope. So,
Oops.
Oh, My son now places that in his top 10 movies for aliens.
Good. Shows he has culture.
Yes.
Smart kid.
I think next up we'll have to do Predator. Another one of my favorite action movies of the 80s.
The original one?
Yeah.
See, I like Predator, but it is another one that has kind of a weird... I don't want to say plot, but...
Well, the
It is
original was
weird.
pretty standard, honestly.
What does
When
it
you start to expand the universe, then it gets a bit weird. But the original, you basically just have not
Here's this
that
thing, it's-
dissimilar from alien reaches planet. What do you do? Yeah.
No, the laser repeater.
We were using
goes
the.
on.
Oh, there is another laser
Small.
repeater. You're right, because we were using the
Hungry.
Nagling.
The hung ring goes on small grid.
Yeah, we haven't tested that. I bet it's the similar thing.
So
kind of the small version of it.
Yeah, it uses the
That
smaller
also means-
lenses.
that also means that I don't need to put a cargo system in this.
Yeah, because even the 301 lenses are tiny.
Yeah. I don't know why I
Like,
have
they-
such difficulty making these every time.
On my gunship, I decided to carry 5 of them. Because that's all the backup ammo I need and then some. And that's 150 liters.
For all 5?
Yeah.
Jesus. Just throw a small cargo down, you got all the ammo you're ever gonna need.
Yep.
So
Alright.
the other lenses that you're going to need are the XLR 101s. Let me have those learned real quick. Learn mini, please.
Do you think 210 gyros is too much for a ship this small?
When it's got that much,
much
heavy
heavy
armor,
armor?
that thing is made of it.
Yeah,
Oh.
it is.
Yeah, you're probably going to want the 10.
That's like a good
And it's like
spot.
3 blocks thick.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous how much there is on this thing.
Alright. I just had it learn your ammo.
Oh, hey,
Thank you.
Mini.
The wind tower's built.
half of them.
Half of it.
Still getting there. It's trying.
Yeah, I wonder if Bob can't reach that eye. No, it can get it. So I see that.
Yeah, it's slowly working its way.
It will autocraft up to 20 of those lenses for you.
Okay.
You will not need that many at once, but that we have stock for the people that want to use it.
I would say, yeah, about 5 is really all you're gonna need.
How much? I wonder how much the gun holds.
Well, the big one holds 1200, which is one lens at a time, and then it holds a single backup lens normally. It can hold more, but that's how much it'll draw automatically.
One in the chamber and one in
Yeah, so-
reserve.
Yeah.
Fine. 1200 shots should be plenty.
Not sure if that's what the small grid one does, but
I am not sure either, but
it would make sense.
It would.
1, 2.
How big are these things? Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah, it's a nice small gun. So, and very much thematically fits this weapon.
In
'Cause,
fact,
I mean, it's supposed to be Gauss rifles, but
yeah. I should, in fact, replace some of the stuff on my Templar with them, honestly. Well, I guess we'll have to see how much damage they deal relatively.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
put one
I'll
on an
wait
egg.
for I'll wait for one of you to use them
Yeah, it can
before I
support
start
it.
swapping the guns
So, I mean-
with them.
There's an egg right over there.
1.5 kilometer range. It's not bad.
One in a.
For that small ass gun,
Mm-hmm. You want me to replace your nates on these?
Go ahead. So I was just saying you can use it for testing.
I want to see how big they are compared.
Not bad at all, honestly.
Steam Workshop, automatic deep core mining rig Zeta. 11B.
Honestly, that's almost the same size. Maybe a block longer.
Yeah, I think it's a block long. The big issue is they take superconductors, but that's not that bad.
How many do they take? 15. I did just go get, like, what, 20, 30k of gold ore? So, we got 2.1k of gold now, so whatever conversion rate that is.
Fully
Silver's
built.
got a question on whether an automatic deep mining rig would be allowed.
Let's find out.
'Cause that's a core drill. That's a
Automatic
drill
deep
that's
core
the-
mining rig. Mine produce resources after startup. No input required.
I mean, it's a drill that's designed to print its own drills to go down to the core.
I'm sorry, it's the same, but it's 600 rounds each. But since I had 2 of them, it's 1200.
That should still be enough. If I can't kill the enemy with 600 bullets... Well,
Here you go,
1200.
Nari, if you want to see how it fires.
Hold on a sec.
Right behind you.
Yeah. I'm looking at the drill video here. Yeah, that's pretty close.
Mining and
Looking nice.
production, survival kit, oxygen available, landing pad, timer operated.
It's,
Does it do voxel damage? Or
no.
does it do player damage?
Should.
Probably.
Actually, it put a pretty decent dent in that already. Is that just a plain steel block?
No, it's heavy. That was 2 steel plates worth of damage. Go ahead and
Um,
unload. Let's see what it does.
Okay.
It's not the greatest against heavy armor.
Okay, is this one over here light?
No, I'm fixing to put light down. There you go.
It's light?
Yep.
Yeah, it tears right through light armor.
Let me check damage. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're punching holes in light armor real quick. Let's check componentry. I'm going to place a...
So...
Gyroscope?
put an assault cannon here, because that's one of the common targets we'll have.
Okay.
Not bad. 80, 70, 60, 50, non-functional.
And down to 808.
Yeah.
So less than 400 rounds. Because considering I was punching through the heavy armor over there for a little bit.
But if you put like
So-
6 of those on your ship, so you're triple that damage.
That's not lore accurate.
How many can you have?
2.
Oh.
And that is the difference between their build styles.
Yep.
So I don't care if he builds that. It's more of I don't feel like having to go over and troubleshoot it. Because that seems like it'd be a very complicated one and could take a long time.
So build at your own risk, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you'll watch it. So yeah, I don't mind if you build it silver. Um, but yeah, as far as like coming over to troubleshoot it if something breaks on it or anything like that, don't really expect us to come take a look at it. Just because
we've
of how
never used-
complicated it is, we've never used it. Um, we won't know where to start really, so we'll be kind of just in the same spot you are. Sadly, but yes, definitely build at your own risk. Um, I saw a lot of the pictures do have tutorials in them, and it says it's got pretty much um, all the operations on its screens. So just be sure to read everything. I know there's a tutorial discussion for it in its Steam workshop, so be sure to follow that when setting it up. If you do that.
Okay.
Oh, if you're just using it for a base, by all means.
I wish there was a prop smaller than the small prop
There is the tail rotor.
Yeah.
for large grid.
No.
Oh.
Now you're being picky.
blasphemous.
Just subgrid on some tail rotors.
Yeah. You'll need about 100 of them.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll be perfectly fine and won't explode at all.
Yeah, our track record with the subgrids this playthrough has been just spotless.
Hey, we've only had one time where subgrids have caused an issue. It was a big issue, but it was only once.
It happened to be a cataclysmic issue, but
Okay.
oh,
Unless
Bob,
you
did
count
you tell Nuri
the-
about? Go ahead.
I was gonna say unless you count the egg throwing itself off of a rotor after the update, but I don't think that's on us.
Yeah, it's fair and Earth attendant. Did you tell Nari about the stuff I built at ground level?
No.
At ground level underneath the ship?
Yeah.
There's a plunge miner and a
Oh.
two bobs and a refill station and cargo access down there.
Yeah, I saw the plunge miner down there.
That's what he was using to get different stuff.
Okay.
We still do have Nakor's miner, and I did tell him about the base idea though, kind of the building on the side of the cliff.
The terraced
Yeah,
base.
I like
on those.
that.
Yeah, I think that'll be cool.
So,
I'm having a hard time figuring out how to go between the terraces though. Unless we just build elevators like you said.
Yes, subgrid elevators. What could possibly go wrong?
That's why I'm hesitant on doing it.
Honestly,
And
they
my
should
frog
be.
guy-
They
Not
should
that
be
bad. Guy
fine.
recently-
but-
who was put a rotor with a small grid conversion on top of a piston to make his elevator.
He did a what?
He put the piston in, and then he put a rotor on top, did a small grid conversion to make the elevator platform out of small blocks so he could detail it.
You know, I wonder if we could try
Hmm.
a wheeled elevator.
Like put wheels on it?
Yeah, wheels on a rail with max friction.
I mean, I haven't tried them since they updated stuff.
Yeah.
It was the last update.
I don't know if that would be more or less stable.
I
Well,
would assume
it's
less.
Traditionally, more stable.
Right.
Provided you can get all of the stuff set up correctly, because the wheels can't be at 100% friction.
Yeah, I think it's like
They have to
90
be.
or something like that.
Yeah. It's at like 90.
I mean, it's the same way trains are made, just vertical.
Yeah. So,
But might be interesting.
I don't know.
One thing we did find out, these Almace missile launchers that we put on
everywhere?
not a good idea.
Those ones.
No.
Not because they're not effective, because their rockets take uranium.
Ah,
And a
Okay.
lot of it.
Yeah, a decent chunk. So I'll probably be
so
changing
you're
those out.
replacing those with custom turrets with laser repeaters, huh?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah. Or actually, there's a laser repeater turret for large grid, just flat out.
Ah,
It really is.
How's it compare size-wise?
I mean,
No good gravy. It's a tad
Can't
bigger.
do that one. I can go next to
there's
it.
still that free base that ground line found. If you wanted a free NPC base that's already been defanged,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Silver's looking for an
A
NPC
base to
base.
set up at. Yeah.
Okay, so should I do the wings as up thrust or should I do up thrust in the middle? Probably in the wings.
Right, I'm going to place one of these turrets, and we can see if this is too much. I think it's going to be too much.
You think so?
Okay. Yeah,
Where
that's
you
a
at?
lot. Over here, we need.
I would fully
It'll-
build
it'll
it
build
just to
some more.
see.
Yeah. It's just waiting on the superconductors to be built.
So
Because I only have them queued at 100 at a time.
I mean, as of right now, it doesn't look like too much. It's a lot, but
We need some more silver, don't we?
Yeah, I
yes,
think we're
but
out
silver
again.
was too deep. Silver was too deep for my plunge miner. Because for whatever reason, silver is deeper than gold on this planet right now.
The spot I was at, I don't think it was. Where you can see the big hole over there in the ground.
superconductors don't use silver though.
No, I'm saying we need it in general.
No.
Okay,
Ah.
there's the gun on it.
Whew,
Oh, sweet fucking
that is a
Jesus.
lot.
Bit extra, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Nice.
Yeah, I think.
I think that's a bit much.
Yeah,
That's a wee bit big, lad.
maybe as a main cannon on the front deck,
Have like
Yeah.
2 of
Front
them.
front of the grinder pit. Yeah. So, can appear as a main cannon right in the center of the front deck.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it deals enough damage to be considered a main cannon.
Hmm?
I haven't
Well.
tested the,
You got one built.
yeah, I do.
Oh, you had one built.
I'm not talking about this one. I've got them mounted to my gunship.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got 2 of them.
Well, I was gonna say we could just build a platform out from the side of the ship and put a block in front of it. And
Is self-turret damage on?
no, that's right. Oh,
I mean, you could always set one there and be disconnected.
The hell was that?
subgrid, right? Subgrids take damage, right? If you put a
Hey.
connector. Well, actually, if you just put a connector to connector, it's a separate grid.
That should damage it.
I mean, all we gotta do is just put those armor blocks back out there, and I can shoot it with my gunship. We don't have to complicate this at all.
You have that turret on your gunship?
The fixed version of it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's light armor. There's heavy armor.
Should really paint them different colors. Oh, you're doing wood, so it's got different textures. Good. All right.
What?
He's using wood texture, so the light armor has just the planks, while the heavy armor has the metal banding around it. So we can tell which is which.
Oh. Yes.
Okay. Testing on light armor. 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Okay, testing
Works
on
just
heavy.
fine.
3, 2, 1.
I'm getting a lot of splash.
Your left gun is missing.
No
I think.
damage.
Well, it's hitting left and right.
It's not damaging the heavy armor, it's just deforming it.
We'll check the very far left and very far right.
No, this part, the middle has
This has taken
oh,
10 steel plates of damage.
the one
here.
next to that.
And
This
one
middle
has
one
taken
here
6.
is almost gone.
This one? No.
One in the top mid.
Oh, top mid, yeah. So I guess it does do.
But it does more to the light.
It does very little splash damage, but yes, it does take a while to get through heavy.
Now, the other one I want to check here, I'm on one of my rails. Let's see.
Ah,
Okay. What's this
Fair
do to
enough.
heavy? I'm going to aim at the top left corner of you, Nari, on heavy.
right there.
5 steel plates.
Okay.
Yeah, like nothing. 5 down here.
Yeah,
And-
all is left. And it's a 3x3 radius.
Alright,
So,
I'm going to dump some rockets. You may want to back up, Nari. This is going to go all over.
Okay.
Yeah, that murders everything.
Yep. That's effective. Which rockets are those? Are those the Miltech?
Sauvagine or Sauvagine?
Something that doesn't use uranium?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. That is very effective at removing all loot from the equation.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. But if something needs to die, it can make it die.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Because they're wondering, Nari, here's a full burst before reload, just of what's left. That's
Yep.
It
until
will
reload. That's one
disappear.
volley.
So we're gonna fire at the wood, so I was looking there. Yep. It's definitely effective.
And what did we find out? It's like 1.6k that those can go.
Yeah. So pretty good.
Does that have a turret version?
It might. Let me check. It's the Mars rockets times 12 pack is what it's using.
I think
Not
you
sure what all else uses that.
just type in SAU and they should pop up.
Yeah, but the turret's probably not going to be the same thing.
Oh, that's true,
It's
yeah.
software. And actually does bring up the Saugine missile launcher. That looks like it's a fixed version. Yeah, that's the fixed version.
Yeah. So then if I look at rocket turrets, we've got the Almace. I don't see any other rocket turrets, honestly.
No.
There's a small grid Almace version? Okay, then. Yeah, I don't think there's any. And I think the reason for that is in the Weapon Core version, those all home.
Yeah.
Inventory full.
So that's probably why. No need for a turret.
Nice and sub for a small grid. Alright,
Okay, so I think the laser repeaters are good against light armor and components, but not heavy armor.
Yeah.
The rails, light armor and components, but not heavy. The rockets, everything.
All of the above.
Alright, let me go delete that armor setup. Alright, silver.
trying to think of how much up and how much side does it all need. This thing weighs 1.3 million kilos.
That's That's because it's attached to the ship. It weighs less than that. Because that's the same as the.
Oh, that's the weight of the ship. Okay. But it's not attached to the ship. It's landing geared to the ship.
Right. But it's the same weight my Templar shows.
Oh, okay.
How much is it?
Even though it's just geared. 1.3.
Oh.
I guess I'll just have to keep sticking thrusters on until it flies right.
Mm-hmm. Hey, with the tail rotors, you can do all of the above. Yeah.
Yep.
This is true.
I'll take my recon bike and see if I can find some shallower silver.
An ore detector is just dirt, so just dig into the wall a little bit and you'll have all
Dig a hole.
Well, no, I already got the bike. I'm just going to take it out and look for the...
No, Silver is saying he's going to try to find some mats for an ore detector.
Oh, yeah.
And ore detector is just made out of dirt, so.
They are dirt cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Quite literally.
Is this
As long as you got a survival kit, you can make one.
I need armor? No, you need an assembler. Survival kits can't make detector components.
No, that's right.
Thanks.
And the large ones also take some of the tubes, if I remember right. They don't? I thought they took some large steel tubes.
I wonder if this will work.
Don't remember. Let's see. Large hard group. Nope. Detector components 20, 25 computers, 5 motors, 40 construction, and 50 steel plate for a large weight ore detector.
Okay,
No large
cool.
tubes needed.
It's just the detector components, then.
Sure, we got a survival kit somewhere.
Safely use the Marathon Mark II on this planet. I don't see why not.
You may have trouble with some of the cliff faces,
Yeah,
honestly.
it's going to be a lot rougher for a rover on this planet than it was on Crate. We do not have a survival kit anywhere anymore.
They were just using medbay. He's got one in the medical, and...
I
Oh,
thought
no, there's a
med-
survival kit on my gunship.
Ah, okay. Yes. Their survival kits cannot produce detector components, that's correct. So...
I've got my bike doing a stable 90 meters a second. That's fun. Time to slow it down so it can load in our base.
Yeah.
I'll have to show Nari how well that new heli flies.
Chopper?
Yeah,
Yeah,
thing is fucking quick.
it is proper quick, yes.
So,
What are you at? 10.
See, all I really need is put some of those tail rotors on my scout bike, right?
yeah.
I think if I put one on, it will be flying.
Probably.
Probably. I may even get an escape velocity with one.
Yeah. Considering how much it weighs.
Nice.
That's right. I found shallow silver, so let me
Right
hop
to
in the plunge
9.7,
miner.
see what happens.
Plunge miner away.
Yeah, there we go.
But of note, Silver, with your question on the marathon, you may not be able to use it as a mobile base to encompass the whole planet, but it can still have pretty large stints where it can operate in a vicinity in terms of large rovers anyways. That's why we're using a large rover plunge miner.
So,
But
yeah,
don't-
I mean,
Don't count on circumventing the globe with it without a lot of difficulty.
right. So, I'll even take the heli to kind of show you if you're watching. The area we are in yes, you can use that pretty much no issues. But you start getting to the edge of these areas, and you get little spots you may have to kind of center and go through up and over and all that. And you can travel around relatively easy with large rovers, but you will start getting to spots like these where it has just the tall cliff faces and everything else. Ooh, what is that? Is that somebody? It is unowned by the looks of it.
Oh, so an NPC grid.
Maybe? Unless it's
Well,
one
is
of
it
those
unowned
guys.
or unknown?
BFTRCSP Wyvern.
Oh, that's dragon
That's
stuff.
Green
Yeah.
Dragon.
Okay. I didn't know he was this close. Fair enough. Hi, Green Dragon. Well, yeah. I mean, you can travel pretty far with just a large grid rover.
And don't get us wrong, you can circumnavigate the whole globe with one. Just don't count on it being simple.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've done it, but yeah, you're climbing cliffs and dropping into
Digging
valleys and yeah,
Digging paths and
making your own road, you know, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, I'm getting just 30 grand silver per plunge. That's not bad.
not bad at all.
Where did you go? Oh, you're over there.
This was the only one I found shallow enough.
What was it right here? How are you gonna get Prototech? We're working on that.
As it stands, you can get trace componentry from some of the NPC bases, but yes, we are working on better ways because we do not foresee that as the solution because it doesn't give you enough to really do much with.
Yeah, relying on default NPC bases to give you everything you want is just not suitable. It would
Not on
take
planet
forever.
side, anyways.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would take forever. Especially since a lot of the Factorum stuff itself doesn't spawn on planet very often.
I think it's all of it doesn't.
Right. Factorium is a space only faction.
I thought they had a couple bases on planet side.
No.
To my knowledge.
Fair enough.
The one in the previews everybody thought was on planet because of one of the preview streamers showing it was
Makes
one of their
sense.
space ones.
Yeah.
Now, if I take this.
Possibly, but we're thinking of a more permanent way of doing it. We've got ideas.
Yeah. Oops. That isn't bad.
We should have some silver flooding into the system now.
2, 3, 5. There's going to be a lot of strafing thrust.
Oops. Yeah, I figured that would happen.
You probably do want a lot of strafing thrust with how that one.
Yeah. I'm planning on over thrusting this thing and over gyring it to walls so that it can flip like a coin, basically.
Well, yeah, if you do that, then as long as you've got those two guns somewhat protected, you'll be fairly durable.
I don't know, they're stuck straight on the front.
Oh well.
As vulnerable as possible.
Yep. I know why. I know why. Just...
Doesn't mean you have to like it, right?
Form over function approach.
I like that.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I'm putting 12 side to side. Where am I going to put forward, back, up, and down? For 12, how big is this container?
Well, why do you want one of those?
Container meaning the center of the ship where they previously had the power.
Oh.
So, let's see, 3, 6. That's the engine compartment. A second, I'm going to turn on the projector here.
Oh yeah, there's a military barracks out there. I guess that's what Silver's asking about.
Oh, the engines were in those areas. So cut them off. I'll have to redesign it, but let's see. Where is the bottom? That's the hole. Right under
That's
the
what I do,
rear.
Crown Line. My space base I'm working on is going to have 16
What's that?
Is that beer
refineries.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so basically down to the reactors is the bottom.
Honestly, we kind of restrict ourselves a lot when we're in the server.
Yeah.
Right now we're operating on 3.
Yeah.
But we're also not building anything too gargantuan anymore. So.
Well, and
For this
not
week.
fast either.
Yeah.
We're not trying to put a base down in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we already have a base, and we got permanent power, so we're not...
Yeah.
Oh, do we
Kind of
want
just
one
going
of
with the flow at this point.
wind towers?
It's keeping up with full production, so I don't think we need any more at the moment.
Well, we haven't moved taken the red ones out yet. Ow.
Oh, we were planning on swapping over completely? In that case, we probably will need another one.
Because the projector can stretch it out one in either direction. So,
Oh, that's a decoy. I just realized that.
yes.
Fair enough.
So,
Okay, everybody has their eyes on that military barracks now.
apparently. Free for all.
Right.
It's pretty much.
So,
It's gonna be like the Joe cartoon hamster in a piranha tank.
alright. Let's turn off all the bobs and I can move the projection over.
Oh, there's an ISCG manufacturing facility too. Yep, everybody sees that now.
There it is.
Nom 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 nom.
Right. Back to Finding Nemo. Mine, mine, mine.
So we gonna have to get some tack craft going here soon.
Gonna have to get competitive, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're working on it, I suppose.
Okay, so that's where the second one would go.
Obviously, just take the cataphract over there and use its missiles, right?
Right.
Loot be gone.
Basically.
Oh, I was just doing a line of blocks to connect it.
I was thinking about a walkway.
Okay, well, I will let you
I
play
got you.
then. Let me know when you need to turn the bulbs back on. Might have to do another snake. I don't know if he'll reach that far.
Possible.
The small grid Choyu's missile launcher uses a similar. Actually, yeah, it uses the same missiles as the Sophagine. How big is that thing?
Big enough.
Oh wow. No, it's the same size as the reloadable missile launcher, only it uses small ports. That's really good.
That is really nice. I really wish my foot would not get in my face when I'm grinding things down. It's very distracting.
What?
My character model,
Yeah.
when I'm grinding, my foot keeps flying in front of my face.
Duh.
It's very distracting. Nice to know the space engineer is that limber, but
I was to say, I'm glad you're that flexible.
I actually have room. I could strap one of these rocket launchers to the bottom of my Templar.
there you go.
Because that's what it needs is more guns and firepower.
I mean, it didn't survive the other planet, so obviously it does.
Well,
I don't think
it
that
didn't
was
really
by
have
its
a
own
chance
volition.
to.
It still didn't survive the other planet, so it needs more firepower.
It fought the ground and the ground won.
Turns out stone is harder than steel in some cases. All right, Bob's can go.
Alright.
Formed.
What are there, drones?
Oh, no, I think he's trying to salvage that NPC base and everyone else is over there like, bye.
I almost had one. That's all I hear him saying. Ow.
I would have win.
Anyway, I'm gonna leave this side open until I finish both sides, so I know that I've
Oh, an
actually
assault drone. That's different.
Yeah.
done. Okay.
Oh, he's in the Huxlin. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see. That's a WDR Huxlin.
I think Groundline gave him one.
Yeah. Should we go help him? Well, okay, I don't have any ammo in the Templar.
I got rounds. Go give him a hand.
I can jump in the egg. I still got ammo in it.
I'll take the cataphract.
Where are we going?
To that military base.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
But
Out of the way, you big son of a bitch. Where is he?
at the military barracks. It did have an antenna over there. It disappeared though.
Uh-oh.
So, are we just helping him rebuild, or are we helping him take the base?
I'm just
I
gonna
was
go
just
shoot
helping
things.
fight off the fighters.
Okay.
Sonic will get there first.
Are you sure? I'm 7 kilometers away.
I'm 3 and Phonic is 4 in front of me.
Something just
Oh.
went crashing down.
Okay. Huh. I'm going to 70.
The military barracks that was right near us.
Oh, I'm going to ground line space. I was going to the other Huxley.
Ah,
Uh,
you home in on the cataphract beacon.
yeah.
Are my guns not on? What's going on here?
What's my range on the cataphract beacon? You got it set to 20k. Yeah, you should.
They're
Yeah, I
not.
see it.
I think the problem is we're not hostile to those.
No. So I was shooting it and it just wasn't doing anything.
Oh yeah, the Huxland's sinking.
Huxland's going.
Ooh, that's gonna be a rough impact.
Pull your parachutes.
He's not in it, I don't think.
I'm not sure yet. Silver, quick, is there anything left on the base?
No, he's his ship got cored by the drone
Yeah.
before anyone got here.
Oddly enough, I don't see anything on the base itself.
No. Nothing
It was
shooting
just
me.
the drone.
Okay. Well, we got the drones if you come back this way.
He's got the antenna. It won't bring in any more drones. No? Just the antenna. Just an antenna or a beacon. Oops.
Looks like
Yeah,
a
this is
beacon.
just a beacon,
Yeah.
so it won't call any more drones. Then we'll
So
call
Groundline, did you give him Huxland insurance?
Did you get the cab?
He killed all the outside weapons, he says.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So,
See if I can see through the windows at least for you.
you know, I haven't seen this one yet.
I don't think I have either. I think I might land just to help him out. Because I want to see the inside.
Oh, yeah, I've taken one of these.
But oh, you have.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the egg could fit in. No, no. Quite small
I think
enough.
you may have to go like 45 degree. You might be able to fit through the door, but
Ah!
Well, I said the hard blow.
I'll stay here as a spawn point.
Smack
Oh,
door in my
okay.
face.
You're gonna have a spawn point for us. Okay.
That one
Yeah.
leads back outside where Nari's at. Let's check this one. Oh, Silver, you can claim it. If you're still watching.
So we have taken out all the control seats and everything.
It seems
No
like
more
it.
beeping.
I don't. It says unclaimed blocks will despawn in a minute or so.
No, that just means that the NPC station has been activated. It doesn't mean that nobody owns it.
Correct.
But
That makes sense.
it does appear to be neutral because you can access the cargo containers. So Double check. Oh, I have all terminals on because I was helping somebody.
Yeah, he can claim it.
Yeah, access denied. So yeah, you can claim it, and then he'll have to capture it.
Open the door.
So I guess I can go ahead and set down just to save some power. I'm not in any danger. But...
There you go. So he claimed it. So this is...
Did he claim it or did he take control of it? Because he needs to do both. Claiming it cancels it from deleting itself.
Right.
Controlling it means that...
The door is owner Mr. Silver. Let me see about...
That's because he rebuilt it.
No, he has not taken it. He has not taken the station.
No.
Oh, thank you, Groundline. I call that one the Cataphract, since I had to rebuild it.
I don't see a remote.
By the way, since I know you like weapons tests, these, the Sauvagines, are fantastic at damage. Not so much at giving you salvage, but at damage anyways.
Show them on that white ship over there. I don't think anybody owns it. I think it's just scrap.
The only seat I can think of is the console module corner.
Which isn't a control seat.
Right.
And the laser repeaters are okay damage, but they're stupidly ammo efficient. That's kind of nice.
It does have a tower on it. Is there a way to the tower?
Ah, there you go. Only underneath it, and there's a ladder going up. And there's a box at the top, probably ammo from the turret that was at the top.
There's nothing in it. Or like control-wise.
There's magnesium in this box over here.
I was thinking
these
maybe a
plasma
control
cannons
seat was
look
hidden up there.
much more.
Yeah, each
They're a little big.
lens on the laser repeaters gives you 600 rounds, which is really friggin' nice. And they weigh basically nothing. Well, volume is basically nothing.
Oh, that's weird.
And there's a small grid version. So,
Yeah. Control seats.
and the Joyous is a small grid version of these Lavagine. You have to use those.
Oh, they put broadcast controllers in these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they shout when you attack them.
Oh. Makes sense.
Actually, I'm gonna pick up some of this stuff that's laying around and drop it in the cargo container.
Whoops.
So where would be...
Maybe the AI control blocks count as control surfaces?
Maybe.
I'm not sure what the mod counts.
I don't even hear it. Well, there's no remote control.
To the
What's that?
beds?
There is an AI
Let me
defensive block?
double check. See.
Beds might count.
Cooperative takeover.
Control panel might count.
The remote control, flight seat, control seats, cockpits, and cryo chambers is what it checks.
Okay, so grind down all the seats. And don't
I said
weld them back
beds.
up.
Beds might affect
Ow.
that. Okay, well now that we're sure there's nothing pointy going to be traveling at people, I will take the gunship back.
Mm-hmm.
in there.
Full.
Ow.
I don't know the GPS of the Earth base. Oh yeah, I do. Base location.
Inventory
Where is it?
full.
One there.
This.
Inventory full.
Broadcast controllers are down. Now, to be fair, a drone did that, and because it was neutral, the guns weren't shooting at it.
Set turrets to attack neutrals. But that,
Right, but then it'll attack the players too.
Yep.
yeah.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
You think it counts insect couches?
Shouldn't.
I wouldn't,
I wouldn't think so. Uh-oh.
Uh,
Oh,
it says it only
I think I'm
counts
gonna crash
remote
here.
control,
Yep.
crash
Forever
game, or crash into planet.
Crash game, but not before I turn my reverse thrust on, so should be fine.
It says just flight seats, control seats, and cockpits and cryo chambers. And remote control, so...
It started getting choppy, so I turned on my reverse thrust. I was like, I see where this is going.
I wonder if because it didn't have a remote control, if it won't do it.
Well, you do have to build one there. It has to have one to take it over.
Build a control seat.
Yeah. Just build like a flight seat on it and see what happens.
Silver. For shits and giggles. Let's weld this up. I need computers and displays. Need 80 computers.
No, not in there.
Okay. So...
I claimed it?
Because you put the seat down.
What?
Even though he welded it
Oh,
up,
I
you
did.
placed the block.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your
Okay.
ownership.
Yeah, I'll just transfer everything to you then. That's fine.
That's easy enough. No, don't bother, Silver. He's gonna just transfer it to you.
Yeah.
So it was our mess up. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
There you go. All yours. Yes,
I'll have
ground
to-
mine. I know
yeah.
how to transfer something. Oh, hey, there's tools and guns on this thing somewhere.
And the armory.
Cataphract
Yeah,
is
one
back
of the armor
docked,
lockers.
but I need to go take my contacts out, take some allergy meds. Stupid attack coming on. Hop in my cryo just in case, but not
Yep.
right.
All right. Have fun. I like how we put a bigger planet, and everybody's still relatively close to each other.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I guess it is kind of...
The closest spot to the other planet.
Yeah. Ah, what did I just blow up?
Hmm? I wasn't watching.
Something exploded. Not like huge
Oh,
explosion.
oh, you burned off something?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Somewhere.
So no, I thought you hit the ship and something blew up.
Oh, no.
Like, I wasn't watching the ship, I was watching my fighter here that I'm redoing.
No, something probably burned up on my ship somewhere. There we go. Nice.
Oh my, sounds like the Huxley.
Sounds like a great time over there.
Yep.
Leave him alone for 5 minutes.
That is unfortunately too big. Because they also have a plasma cannon, which would be more accurate, but I guess maybe I don't think I can put it. Big is that thing? If I took off this, these are all slanted blocks. I guess I'll just have to stick with laser repeaters. I was thinking about putting one of these plasma cannons.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you?
Down on the base.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm up here now.
thinking about what's the laser repeater? There's the plasma guy. Can't find one of these on it, but it's a bit too big
Oh, yeah.
to fit. So I'd have to reshape the whole ship around it if I wanted to use those.
Yeah. Let's see, what should be here? I guess...
First sappers.
I guess like refinery and stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna have to move that bob to get the second tower welded up.
I see.
Not getting over to it.
I can just add some more temporary pipe, if anything.
Yeah, just run some temporary pipe over.
Need interior plate.
Mm-hmm.
Blasphemous. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. We'll see how that helps.
I know I had a sinus migraine earlier today that about killed me.
This is allergy attack, so it's closer to kind of a hay fever.
Yeah. No, I get those seasonal migraines that just never stop.
How far does a welder reach? And
Like a large grid welder.
yeah, reaches
So,
one block, doesn't it?
Yeah, one full block in front of its hip.
So I should be able to weld this thing up by just flying over a pad then.
In theory, yes.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
it's-
who's trying to weld them up as it was still on the thing?
Yeah, 'cause it's only a few blocks thick. What do we do with these? 4 batteries on this side. Do-do-do. So, okay. Three. Okay, I do need to remove that block then.
I wonder if there's a mod we can put in that permanently makes all NPCs hostile to all players.
I mean,
There's
I
on
can-
Steam. Let me see if that same mod is.
So I don't think anybody's going to be interfacing with the economy. So,
I know Green Dragon was thinking about it. He was
Well,
trying to do cargo and
the
stuff.
NPC economy or
Mhm.
the... Okay. In that case, that would nix him. I don't want to do that. But I was thinking that could help people join together to fight those things, because then everybody's got to focus the appropriate task.
Yeah, Green Dragon was talking about becoming a like hauler, whatever, something.
They spell perpetually per.
P-E-R-P-E-T.
I think that only makes space pirates permanently aggressive
Yeah,
to you, so
it is.
that one would be okay.
U-A-L-L-Y.
How big's a refinery? 2 blocks wide, right?
2 plus 1 for the modules.
Yeah, that's right. So 3 deep.
2 in the... So it's a 2 by 3 by 4.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh.
Okay, let me see what I can do to fix my Templar's ammo so I can actually take it.
That'll give us
Is it?
3 refineries. How many do we want? Because we have the ones on the galleon too that'll be active. So 3 on the base. That'll give us 6
Yeah.
total.
About 6 on the base.
Fair enough.
Perpetually perturbed pirates is not on mod.io.
That's unfortunate. It might not be, just because... Well, I don't know. That really wouldn't change anything client side.
Perpetually perturbed pirates?
Yeah.
There's space pirate bases on planets.
No, I mean, it wouldn't be running client-side scripts, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
So, I don't see why it wouldn't be on mod.io. Or
I
it
mean,
couldn't be.
well, it has to adjust the economy faction settings, because that's where you change the faction settings. If you accidentally piss somebody off and you don't want to fight them, you change it in economy. So I think
Right.
you would need a script to modify player values of the economy system, wouldn't you?
Not necessarily. Well, maybe. If it has to constantly update it, yeah.
So I think it does, because it constantly sets
Now that I'm
the
thinking about it.
faction standing to negative 500.
Yeah, it would have to do it.
No, we don't have any more connectors that are piped.
No.
Let me see if I can add one.
Well, by all means, if you can find a spot, have at
If you can find a spot.
it.
Yeah, that's correct.
This is why we were talking about putting landing bays on the base.
Yep.
On the hill. Because the ship is kind of full.
That it is.
There are still some spots, but
Yeah, I'm just taking it from the inside out. See what I can find.
See what comes about.
Well, we kind of made this hard on
Where's the-
ourselves.
Big Pirates, which is a station you spawn in, set the antenna to max range, and it automatically spawns drones. I made a McDonald's space station that has one of the NPC antennas from the bases and stuff in the
Yeah.
easy start. So
Honestly, probably not a bad option.
So they've actually got several people have stolen them and uploaded them to the workshop. So you can make space pirate ships that function like the ones in the scenarios do.
Oh, I don't
They
doubt
have
that at
the
all.
AI and stuff like that. So. I do wish I had a connector up here so I didn't have to constantly get my materials from the core ship, but not a big deal.
I was gonna put something up here. I just never really did find a good spot for it. Well, I guess if we're gonna be replacing those missile launchers, we can grab the blocks out from underneath those, make them junctions, and put
Yeah.
the cargo stuff.
Yeah.
Just turn this into a junction and put it right there.
Oh, you said those missiles you liked, those rockets you like, have a small grid version.
Yes.
Do we
Which
want
we'll
to build
use.
them into custom turrets?
Not so sure custom turrets would be really that nice in this quantity because they just get blown off real quick. I mean, we could.
Inventory full.
I mean, this is a
Yeah, this is true.
stationary location. So,
Yeah, I guess I could do custom turrets for these sides especially. I was wondering what custom
Inventory full.
turret would I use?
since it, is it because they don't have a turreted version of those rockets, so make them into custom turrets. It said since this is a stationary location, shouldn't be too hard to replace them.
It would be one of those where if they're approaching this, we want them dead immediately.
Yeah.
I want them gone.
We don't care about the salvage.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Try one here. No, that.
Okay, now you got a refill station on one side, cargo on the other.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thought you were gonna put a connector on top of them too. So I then had somewhere to park.
That's probably not a bad idea for now.
Oh, I thought he was doing his custom turrets on top of them.
Oh no, not these. I was gonna do it on the one we were experimenting with.
On the
I
base
just
side.
watched- On this starboard back one.
Oh.
I
Fair
just
enough.
realized that the oh god. Rotor is going to have a hard time being there because the conveyor is side access to that block, so I'll have to put the rotor on top, sadly. That just means we'll have to make
yeah.
a different armor feature for them.
You might be able to still put a rotor there,
Not piped.
because it goes down.
Yeah, I mean, if we made the pocket deeper, I suppose. Like if we made this armor pocket go down to here.
Yeah,
Tap
because this is a C.
Or, yeah. So, I mean, we could tap into that and extend the armor down a bit. That would
Okay.
work, possibly.
Side to side.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you gotta do.
Yeah. Let me try it that way. Let me try a rotor. Just see what I come up with. See if I like it. Oh. Oh, actually. Actually do want a standard rotor head, I think. Because... Do what, dear? Okay.
And
building this.
Is it building stuff closer to the base? And then
Energy low.
you know, I could. Three, four. And yeah, that'll work. Place some of the cowling. Thanks to these tail rotors, this is not going to be as tight of a fit as I thought it was going to be. It's going to be very nice.
Oh, if you had to do regular thrusters, I don't think it would be very fun.
No, probably not.
What did it have normally?
Custom thrusters from the mod pack.
Oh,
So they're basically modular thrusters available for Atmo or space. So this
Gotcha.
thing attacked me on the planet. So
I think modular thrusters does do that.
yeah, modular thrusters do. Like I said, it was basically customized modular thrusters.
Ah,
So actually means that I need to put more power behind these lines of thrusters before I weld them in.
I wish I knew which direction these joys shot.
Hmm.
what do you mean?
What?
I think I have the position correctly.
Oh, you don't know which end is the front?
Yep.
Put one on an egg. And then fire it.
It's a good option.
I think that's going to be the thing to do. Make sure front and back are pointed, not at something.
I mean, we had a Huxlin invading our airspace not too long ago, so fire that. Alright. Might be too much power for this thing. I wonder if when I get this thing built, it'll be able to hit escape velocity and go back to octave.
Maybe.
If I get it built before Wednesday.
Let's see. This should be firing forward.
We'll see. I think I'm over thrustering this thing, but considering it's all heavy armor, I may just barely be able to fly.
That sounded like it didn't hit anything important.
Yep. It did, in fact, go the correct direction.
What were you firing?
Oh, I already
Missiles,
stripped
the
it off.
rockets.
It was
Oh.
a Joyous.
Fair enough.
So those same ones I have over here,
Okay.
pointing in the same direction.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so nubs out is forward.
The gap in the collision box is forward.
Oh, that works too. I was looking at the model. We'll just put the text forward.
I mean, that should be accurate. It's not keen.
Yeah.
To be fair, they fixed it. Kind of.
Yes, they fixed it. How long was that pack in development?
This is true. Why is this one just not working? What are you doing? Do you like not like having a pipe from the bottom?
Should work that way. The ones in the ship are set up to pipe through the bottom. I think.
It's really the only thing that's different from the other ones.
Try starting it. Just be Bob is stuck. I'm out of interior plate. I am? No, I'm not.
I'm not either. Can that just not be welded? You should be able to. I have interior plate too. There's not adding it.
It's not adding anything. Oh, there's the steel plate that went in.
Yeah, it hasn't welded this one that I put all the parts into either. Bob, what are you doing?
Just drunk.
It's red.
Bob is red?
It just had red lights when I had before I turned it off. And I turned it on. Yeah. Why? Are you disconnected somewhere? No, connected there.
Maybe it's a server projector issue. The projector is too far away. Oh, hydrogen.
I wouldn't think so. Because, I mean, as long as the projector, or the projection is there, it should be fine. At least I would assume so.
I would assume so too, but servers can be weird sometimes.
Yeah. We can try
Does it
moving
mean-
the projector.
Yeah. Yeah, turn off the bobs and I can put the new projector down. I need to shut that one off first.
The last 3 bobs are off. So, you should be fine.
Okay.
Let me make sure your tower doesn't fall.
It's not going to. Oh,
It did.
okay. Yep. Well, I ground down the block and it didn't fall, so I was like, oh no, it's fine.
That's fair.
And then you went and touched it and it started falling, so.
'Cause you sneezed.
You looked at it wrong. Okay. Projection is up. Let's set the first wind tower back to center. Turn it off. Turn the bobs back on now. Oh, I hear blocks being placed now. Yep.
Okay,
It was
maybe it is
something-
just a projector-wise.
Yeah,
That's weird.
because it's definitely welding it up now, so. Servers are weird.
This is true.
There you go. I could do something like this. I finished the turret
Hmm?
adaptation.
Yeah, that looks good.
Need to take a look. Oh yeah.
Just weird that
Attempt firing.
Oh,
seems to work.
Piped.
you have a door for the controller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we can make that part of the like CIC in the ship.
Eh,
Yeah. We could. This was easy to
Oh,
make happen.
100%.
and- This is just a ball turret. If we wanted to get fancier, I suppose we could. I mean, technically speaking, I could use the large grid Savagenes.
yeah.
Make a large grid custom turret.
I mean, those are one block a piece.
Make
I
the other
think
one, the one next to it as a large grid. We'll compare them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
simple enough.
Yeah, worst that happens is grind it and make it a small one.
From here. The cargo is defective. I couldn't withdraw 7 motors. Okay. that has nothing to do with the fact that my backpack is entirely full with the other 300 powders.
Has nothing to do with it, right?
Yep.
How much was that? 1, 2, 3.
So, should I put a full-size connector on this, or a small connector like I was planning?
It's either or, really.
Yeah, I mean, if I put a small connector on it like I was planning, then we'll have to have a dedicated bay with a small connector. If I put a large connector on it, even though it'll ruin the look a little bit, at least it'll be compatible with all parking spots.
I guess it's your choice, really, because, I mean, we can change up stuff to match. I mean, basically like I did with the little heli I just made.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I can do this. I mean, there's somewhere, I think.
Wow, those thrusters color weird.
They do. They got kind of an almost battered default to them.
Oh no, I attempted to paint them black.
They come out gray.
And they came out pink.
Oh yeah, that's a weird color.
Yeah. Or a darkish red. But
I mean, dude, you
Attempted
see
to-
fit?
Below.
I don't think that was the intention.
You see, he says that.
go back to painting them purple.
I have a whole conveyor line of pink that may say otherwise.
Well, this is not going to be maximum efficiency because I should put redundant thruster banks in and just have my total thrusts, you know, all 6 directions spread out in separate spots rather than where it's supposed to be, you know, having rear facing thrust in the back of the ship. But
It's overrated.
but there's a lot of thrusters, they shouldn't all go out at the same time.
I mean, if you really want, you could put them all in the same area and then put a decoy right in the middle of them.
Yeah.
That'll really show them, you know, you're not afraid.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a
considering I had decoys on the cursor and they didn't seem to work, so
there's a real simple large grid turret.
is that coming?
I don't have it controlled yet, but
Ow.
clothesline.
Almost.
The doors are part of.
They are. I will say I fully expected a 2 rocket setup.
That's what I originally started to do, but it started to get too big, and I was like,
Bulky.
Yeah.
See, things like this, I really wish we had like roof blocks. You know, something that comes to a point in a single block. But
Yeah.
so
Aesthetically, I kind of like the smaller one better.
Yeah.
oh hey, I know what you could do.
Energy critical.
Energy.
It could look like a missile turret.
Oh.
Pipes. Yeah, yeah. Good. The main problem with large grid turrets is they've got that neck to them.
Yeah.
That's only solved when you go to a really big large grid turrets.
Yeah.
Or,
When you could surround the hinge.
yeah, or if
Okay.
I limit my depression, if I have the hinge default to reverse and then surround the hinge with the blocks, you can do it that way.
You can't put half blocks in front of it like this.
You can.
It's just
Okay.
you're limited by wherever that top block smacks into it at.
Which, I mean, that's a lot of turret depression.
That is.
Probably
Yeah.
not needed.
We'd be unlikely to have NPCs approach from below.
Yeah. Well, unlikely to have NPCs approach at all, honestly.
Within a kilometer.
I mean, it depends on who we discover on this planet. Some of them chase you down.
I suppose if we put MES back in, then yeah, we'll have stuff coming.
I could see it. But
Oh.
Oh
I
shit.
was snooty and tired, so I'm not gonna make the best
I think
decisions at the moment.
Fonic's getting tired too. It's 1:30 for him, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me. I gotta go lay down somewhere and wait for the allergies to. Can't put my
Mhm.
CPAP on with this. All right, all.
have a good night.
You do the same. Get your opinion, Nari.
Give me a second. Let me finish welding these thrusters.
Yeah, you did. Oh shit!
Oh,
I gotta
energy
work on
low.
that elevator shaft, but
Okay. Where's the elevator? There's you.
yeah.
You're elevating.
Um, mainly just the layout of our quote-unquote terraces. It's hard to really get a look at them from a distance with the big-ass galleon in the way, but idea being you have the top one with living spaces, and then you have your elevator up here, which I may make it go a little faster. Because it's kind of slow.
Yeah.
That. Then you can take that down and then go down the X amount of stairs. And this will be refining.
Okay.
And then you have this one, which I need to move that button closer apparently. And it'll take you down to its spot, which the next level will be like,
Assemblers?
yeah, and they'll be like down here-ish.
Okay.
So it's kind of zigzagging down. Or this one can unable to place. Why can't I place a block there? There we go. Or you can have it go like one set go down this way, one set go down the other way. Type of thing.
So if this area around the second elevator here would be like a control room maybe,
Could.
and then you go down this elevator to the assembly area.
Assembly, and then maybe have like cargo down this way.
You know what would be really neat? Some hanging towers for the cargo containers.
Yeah.
So even something like off of the refinery area here, do like some hanging towers down so that the cargo ends up being about even with the assembler area, so that you get sort of a trapezoid off-center square thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because my original idea was to have like all the terraces somewhat look like they're hanging from each other or mounted to each other with the beams. But it's hard to have them offset like this and be hanging.
yeah, with the angled beams, yeah. So
Or at least look like they're hanging.
yeah.
And then the top building where like the living area was would be kind of like the claw holding onto the side of the actual rock face. Or the top anyway. And then the rest would be like hanging down the side of the mountain.
Are you sure a refinery is going to fit here next to the ship. Let's see,
Uh,
is it 4 high?
yeah.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, it will.
The building won't, but yeah.
Yeah, the building.
And I plan on moving the ship like out one ish.
Oh yeah. How do you plan on doing that?
Well, it's just merge block and connected. Just extend those two by one.
It exploded last time.
That's true. But I mean, if we plan on
I mean, we don't have any of the masts up, so
right now, I
maybe-
think the worst things will be the turrets and my heli.
Well, actually, I was thinking these blast doors that we've got over the pits.
Yeah, being jolted loose.
Yeah, because they're a big, heavy subgrid.
Well, I think that's what destroyed the grinder pit last time. Actually, I'm not even sure what destroyed the grinder pit.
I think the mast hit the hinge and broke the hinge,
And it just fell through.
and it just fell through and
Because
vaporized the
grinders are
grinder.
usually tough as shit, so.
No, they're not.
Yeah, honestly, I think drills are tougher. But
Drills are a lot tougher.
yeah, I agree. Ooh, shit. I don't know. Maybe Eisen has an idea of how to make it look like the buildings are hanging, but best I can do is have them mounted into the rock wall.
Mm-hmm. Get out of here. Okay. Well, truss blocks can be used to make them look like they're hanging from threads. So,
Yeah.
Fuel critical.
I was going to say using Iacon as an example, but like Inception,
Yeah.
the way the buildings hang down.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Well, mainly with like a chain look to them. I was having a hard time figuring out how to make
A chain?
like this porch area, make it look like it's holding up the refinery building somehow. And then it would have another one on the other side holding up like the assembly building down
Let's
this low
see. It's not that one.
without building like crane-like structures.
I mean, a chain would be a straight. And maybe it need to be 45-degree blocks. This is going to be really big.
Yeah.
But quite right, because the side one needs to be 2 blocks long. Maybe it does need to be the 2x1s.
Yeah, it's just really weird how it ends up. And I couldn't get a design that looked quite right.
Have to. There is a Minecraft video that I saw a long time ago that had somebody building chains in Minecraft. So it would be a similar block shape.
I think they have similar block shapes. I don't think they have the
Yeah.
2x1s, but
No, they don't.
make it
But
work.
that's more of a C. So let's add a second block in there. And just upgrade the chains on. Make them out of small blocks.
Perfect.
Sort of chain-like.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be absolutely massive.
Right. You'll be able to fit like maybe 2 of those in between the 2 floors.
Yeah. But, I mean, those would definitely look like they would support the weight.
Yeah.
That would be the chain link there. And then on the next one, you would just... I'm going to change the color just so I can see it properly.
Yeah, I mean, you
Do it that
kind of
way.
just start it there. And then just keep going up and around with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how would we attach that?
I can merge a block on it and use the tug to lift it into position.
Well, yeah. Actually, it might not be as hard as I'm making it seem.
Because, I mean, all we would do is build a half chain, like one of these, or half of these links,
Yeah.
and mount it to the bottom of the structure. So that looks like the chain is half sunk in. And then continue the chain down. So yeah, that looks very chain-like. See? Oh, got a couple blocks. Yeah. Make those as big as you want. I wonder if I could look at a beam blocks.
Out of beams? I don't know.
I'm giving it a shot here right now, so give me a minute and we'll see how it looks.
Actually, beams might look kind of nice.
There we go. Now just use the partial blueprint copy and copy this over.
We'll see how it does in beams. Let's see if we can get that more steel-like. There we go.
Yeah, I'm just using whatever colors on my hotbar, but make it a little more steel gray. Yeah, that looks real nice.
Yeah, we'll do it that way.
Or did you run off to?
I'm on the base,
Okay.
above the refinery room.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you were up here looking at the beam chains.
Oh, I could see it from down here as you were doing it.
Oh.
I was looking as you were going through it. We'll make that a double bracket. And then like that.
Probably good and heavy rust, but
Two that way. Okay.
yeah, big rusty chains. And do the other side in light rust just to see the difference here.
I am gonna have to move the floors.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's not a way to make them smaller on large grid and still look good, so.
Right, which is fine. I'll just grab Gabby and tear the floor up. But
Doesn't look terrible in heavy rust. Go back to battered. Yeah, light it up.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then, how many blocks is that? I think that's only 3.
The chains?
No, the clearance underneath it. So I would have to take the floor down 2 more.
Yes.
To be able to put a roof over the refineries. Because then you can put
That is, what, 6 blocks tall? Let's see. 1, 2, 6. Yeah, 6 blocks tall. Oh. And these are only 5 blocks tall. I was gonna say we could replace the bases of the towers with chains, but that won't work.
be something kind of like that just for the roof.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Yeah, I like it. Whew, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
So that'll look really nice. So.
I can go with that. And then each one kind of has their own chain and hook concept going to it. I wonder if we could do something similar with the galleon.
I was just saying that. It's like we could convert the galleon into an airship, like with a balloon on top, with these heavy chains holding the balloon on top.
That, or have like top of the living area, once we get rid of these windmills, have like a giant crane with a hook and have a couple chains.
Yeah, a giant crane holding the ship up would look really good.
Yeah. And then you can, at the top of the tower here, you can have a merge block going up and then one coming down to it.
Well, are you sure you wouldn't want the merge block at the bottom?
Yeah, definitely could. Yeah, because it won't mount to anything besides that block.
Yeah.
So you could
technically have the merge block at the bottom, and then when we do need to release, then we don't have to grind down the chains. They can stay connected to the crane.
Yeah. I like that idea now.
Yep. Well, we'll have to figure out where we can hang the crane I guess we could do it in the center line. Like have one chain here and one, well, the phage is sitting where the other one would be.
Or we could do front and
We
rear.
do it. Yeah. Not sure we can get a diagonal chain though, so that it looks like it's hanging even.
Yeah, that'd be massive.
We could just hang one chain from the center.
Yeah.
One big chain from the center. Because, I mean, we'd have to move the gunship, but, you know, the center spot is like right here-ish.
Yeah. One block out towards the end, but yes.
But yeah, you know, just center the chain in the middle of the deck.
It's like right there.
Yeah. So.
And hell, it probably still fit, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Just a matter of being careful when you go to dock up. That looks relatively center-ish.
I could count blocks if you want me to.
Nah, I mean, that's what I was about to do. But I think you
Okay.
centered the pillars on them last time.
Yeah. But where's
I think
the...
it grew after that, though.
We didn't get our rotors back. Did somebody patch them for the mass? They
I
should have been
think
on the
so.
blueprint. Oh, well. So
6, 7, 8.
all right, exchange insurance information. Apparently, Dragon and Silver had a minor fender bender.
Mm.
Heh.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 77.
77 what?
Blocks.
Per chain?
No, that's
No.
all I got. Length of the ship.
Oh.
From tip to stern.
Tip to tail.
Yeah. One more time. 1, 2, So that's 10. That. Yeah. So
I know.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 77.
77 wide?
Long.
Just said it was 71 long.
Now it's 77. It's growing on me, okay?
Oh, okay.
No, it's 77. Last time I might have.
Miscounted.
Yeah. This time I actually marked every 10. So, half of 77.
Is 35, 37.
Something like that.
No, it would be 38. Because 38 plus 38 would be 76.
Yeah, so 38 plus 1. 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You were one block off.
Oh, really? Ah. Damn. I'm considering I was just eyeballing it.
That one there. Wait,
Nice.
no. Yeah. 38, then 9. Okay. I was like, wait, if that's 38, why is the 10 right next to it? But no. Yeah, that red dot. I don't know about width. That should be center, though. Yeah, it is.
Could be. So,
Red dot is center.
alright.
So that's where the chain can hook up to. Eisen's gonna love that idea.
Yep.
At least it's the gunship that has to move and not his, because I know he redid the conveyor and everything for that ship earlier today.
Oh, yeah.
Energy low.
He should be able to get out. 'Cause it's only, what, 2 blocks wide? 3. No, 2 blocks. Yeah, it's only 2 blocks wide off of the center, so he should
Yeah.
be able to get up and out.
Oh, yeah.
Might be a little bit clinchable, but
Yeah, you figure it'll come out to here on either way. Which, if I feel like being brave, the gunship can do, but
yeah.
I think I'll move it over one anyway.
Fuel low.
Fuel is low.
Fuel critical.
Yeah, I know. About to go to bed anyway. Alright, well, next time we get to play with chains, destroy some floors I already put in, and
Mm-hmm.
have some fun with those.
And my ship should be flyable.
Nice.
Now I'll just have to turn the projector on and drive it across the welder and get the shell back on it. Need to finish the imitation engines.
Yeah. Sure, they'll be fine.
Because they've got huge, basically, ion engines in the back. So I'll be replacing those with heat vents to give them the engine look.
Mm.
And use all these thrusters for actual propulsion. Just got
That's good. The armory has enough weight capacity to hold one of each tool and 2 bottles.
oh, that's nice.
Never actually realized that. Fair enough. But alright, I think that's gonna be it for me, because I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
Alrighty, have a good night. I am just gonna finish up these last few thrusters, and I will be going to bed as well. I have to work again in the morning, so.
Yep. But, for those of you on the stream side, thank you for joining us, hanging out with us, and chatting. If you would like to see more of it, hit the follow button. It's free. Never know. Could do something stupid and funny and destroy the whole ship again.
Yeah.
Happens often. Thank you for the link. If you would like to join the server, it is a crossplay server. You can see people chatting, people talking with us, coming to hang out. We go hang out with them, help them out a little bit here and there. We do kind of we kind of do just let them do their thing. We don't want to help too much or mess up what they're building or trying to do either. So,
But if they call for help, we'll go
Yeah.
run the system.
yeah, like with Silver earlier, if he's in trouble and he's kind of in a sticky situation, everyone will come around and kind of help each other out. So it's really nice. If you want to be part of that, join the Discord down below and in that link. Great guys. They're all good people. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and go to bed. You all have a wonderful rest of your night.